everybody, Cal Banyan here at Cal Banyan's Hypnosis, etc. with Brenda Titus. If you're watching this video anywhere except calbanyan.com, you want to go there right now, because right below this video is additional text, graphics, links that just makes this podcast more valuable to you. Let me introduce you to my co-host. She's got a new topic for us today. It's going to have to do with hypnotists taking advantage of working with this whole New Year's resolution stuff. Brenda is a Hypno 1%er. She left the world of talk therapy to the world of hypnosis, and she's hit the ground with both feet, running along, seeing clients, helping me supervise practice time, and also a little bit of coaching during my classes. And I'm so happy to have her. How you doing, Brenda?
I'm doing great, Cal. Thank you so much for having me today. I'm excited, ready for the new year, and getting things on track right away to get things started. So let me tell you all a little bit about Cal. Cal is the head of the Banyan Hypnosis Center here in Tustin, California. I always think of a great way to describe him, and head Hypno Daddy is what I came up with today. So Cal is the head of the Banyan Hypnosis Center out here. He brought us the 5-path process of hypnotherapy that I use with all of my clients. I highly recommend it. And he also brought us the 7th path self-hypnosis system, which I'm really excited about. The coming year I'm going to be working with quite a bit more. And he brings us these videos every week to help advance the field, brings all of the grads together. He's a teacher out here in Tustin, great trainer, great mentor, and I'm very happy to be here and help him out today.
Well, thank you very much. I'm especially excited about this one because we're going to talk about something very timely. Isn't that right?
It is, because it is New Year's Eve when this podcast is first getting out there. And even if you don't watch it for a couple days, these are important things to get your new year started on the right foot and to take your business to the next level as a hypnotherapist. Because we talk with our clients about creating the world that they want for themselves, creating the life that they want for themselves. And it's important for us to do that too. In order for us to be successful and to help our clients be successful, we need to kind of have a plan in order. So one of the things that I've been thinking about, the things that I want to incorporate into my business or grow or learn personally and professionally. But so I wanted to start and ask Cal a couple of questions about, Cal, what do you do to set your business goals for the new year?
I don't really think of it that way. I'm constantly setting up new goals, and I am not an annual kind of person, although I know a lot of people like to think that way, and I'm happy to support students and clients that think that way, but I'm just kind of an individual that is always just nudging the envelope. So sometimes something is not going well, and I'll go in and I fix it, and then I get inspired to think about, well, now that I've got that thing working the way I want it to, how will I push forward on it? So I'm not a very good person to ask about doing using the new year as a goal-making platform, but I understand a lot of people do. Do you?
I do, and actually we're going to be talking about that even a little bit more next week as well, but I actually suspected that would kind of be your answer. So I know just from my observations of my relationship with Cal over the last couple of years that he is always working on something, got something going, and I'll look and kind of say, well, why are we doing this now? And sometimes it's just a matter of because it occurred to Cal, notice that something could be better, could be improved, and so let's do it. Here we go. But there are a lot of things that are appropriate to work on during the new year and to really take advantage of this time. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today. And some of my thoughts also came from some guidance that I got from my brother-in-law. He shared with me one day, when I first started being a hypnotherapist, and I love the client part of it. That's my passion. But I have to do the other parts. I have to plan. I have to, do outreach. I have to do all of those things. And so one day my brother-in-law and I sat down, and he told me one of the things that he does, and he is a real estate agent. And he says that during the week in between Christmas and New Year's, he deliberately goes to someplace fancy, someplace nice, someplace that feels wealthy and feels abundant and prosperous. And he'll just go and sit down and kind of review his plan that he has already put together about the coming year. So he's kind of bringing in that new year energy, that success energy kind of into his way of thinking. So what do you think about that, Cal?
That's really good. That's like some people, they'll go out and they'll test drive fancy cars and stuff just to kind of get in touch with that more prosperous type of way of thinking, right?
Exactly. So I wanted to share that as kind of something that everybody could do during this time of the year. Maybe it's a little slow, or maybe it's just a time for you to give yourself a treat too. We work hard. We do amazing. We bless people's lives, truly. See, I'm going to get all misty there. But this, could also be a great time to kind of do something nice for yourself. The other thing to be thinking about, like I said, this episode is coming out for the first time on December 31st. So I want to remind everybody about World Hypnotism Day, which is January 4th. So I believe that's a Saturday for 2014. Something to be thinking about, to just do some extra awareness, extra outreach, put something out on your Facebook page or send out an email. I know I have a goal for myself to put out an email notification about my upcoming 7th Path classes, and I'm kind of gearing it towards this World Hypnotism Day to really do a launch, get people excited about coming in and doing some self-hypnosis with me in the new year. So do you ever do anything for World Hypnotism Day, Cal?
Oh gosh, I sound like a broken record, but for me, every single day is like World Hypnotism Day. Let me tell you something that kind of an insider's secret is, I read business books and I listen to business speakers and marketers, and so I've always got this stuff going on in my mind, and I think, how can I apply what's been successful in other businesses to our business? And so, this is kind of interesting because we're like kind of two different viewpoints on this, and you're talking about really this annual kind of thing, and I can't wait a whole year.
I know. Well, you've been doing this a little bit longer than I have, Cal. I gotta still incorporate, and the other actually neat thing that I really realized when I asked these questions is, for me, I'm still developing the personality of Brenda Titus, hypnotherapist, Brenda Titus, business owner, and you've been doing this for quite a while. So I kind of can speak to the people who are a little bit newer or trying to figure things out, and you can speak from the end of, somebody who is seasoned and has been doing this for quite a while. So that's great. And I do agree. You know what? I am still incorporating my personal development and seeing that I'm always making plans, making goals. Something comes to me and I say, okay, I'm going to try this to build my business. I'm going to try that to do outreach and stuff like that. So it is kind of a year-round type of deal. So I want to talk about a few other things as we close up for this week. I want to have a few tips to really get you all started right off the bat, beginning in the new year, because there are some things, like I said, that do begin right at the beginning of the year, and that has to do with your accounting. As you know, it's going to be time soon to get ready to submit everything, to the powers that be, to file your taxes. So don't get stuck in December or January trying to figure out the whole year's worth of stuff. So take it from me. Sit down right now, get your folders together for the whole year, get them ready to go. Start doing your accounting on a regular basis. Start, keeping track of your income, keeping track of your expenses. Don't let it sit around all the time. I was talking to a friend recently, and she admitted that she was a few months behind, and she was kind of saying, oh my gosh, every day it's getting, more and more. So, give that a try for 2014. Really start from the beginning and know, that you can do it every single day. Also, get out that brand new calendar and put on it the dates for the Solid Gold Weekend out in Las Vegas with the National Guild of Hypnotists, as well as the convention next summer. Get them on your calendar. Start putting that money away. Set your intentions that you are going to grow and learn and be the best that you can be. Be a 1%er, which means, learning, growing, and participating in these events. Would you like to add something about that, Cal?
As I was thinking about this and listening to you, are you using computer software, or are you doing it all manually, your accounting?
I do. I have an Intuit program, I believe is what it's called, or Quicken. So yes, but I have to input it once a month. I have to, go through. I'm looking at some new things for the coming year as well. Yeah.
Cool. And another thing I was thinking about is, did you ever use Accountability Partner to get started?
I don't have an official accountability partner, except for really in the end, being on this podcast, taking on a public personality as a hypnotist pretty early on meant I'm accountable kind of on behalf of the newbies out there. And my husband also keeps me very accountable as well. When I get a little down in the face about some things, he holds me accountable as well. But I'm also, I hold myself very accountable for a lot of stuff too. So I don't have another person, but I have a lot of people out there. I highly recommend that other people get accountability partners.
And putting yourself out there like you're doing in this podcast. And just one of the most important things you can do is to put your intent out there, be it to an accountability partner, or in an article, or on a website, or to a group that you work with. Put your intent out there. And I think that putting that intent out there, whatever it is, taking your hypnosis office to the next level, or whatever it is, your health to the next level, whatever it is, two things happen. One is that energy is put out there, and I'm kind of a metaphysical guy. I believe that when we put our intent out there, that the universe will kind of get behind you if you start making those first few steps. It's like the universe will meet you halfway. And so how can you tell if you're doing that right? You will be uncomfortable. Being uncomfortable is one of the most important things in life. That's one of the big differences between the people who are making a difference in their lives and the lives of others, and the people who are going, what's happening? What happened? Is if you're in a state of comfort, you're probably in a state of stagnation. And you need to get yourself to some degree to a level of discomfort. It's like if you want to build muscles, you got to go to the gym, or you got to go, if you want to build your stamina, you got to go for a walk or a run. And you know what? When you start doing that, you're not comfortable. So get yourself in a level of discomfort that is going to be fruitful in the end. Put out your intent, let people know what it's going to be, become a little bit uncomfortable, and then you're probably moving forward. What do you think of that?
I love it. You are so right on so many of those things. Thank you for that, Cal.
Hey, we just got a couple of minutes. Why don't you get your last couple points in? We're kind of trimming these podcasts, trying to make them a little bit more concise, a little bit, try to keep them to a 15-minute instead of 20 to 25-minute length. So go ahead.
Yep, I have two more. The other, while you've got that new calendar out, is write down things that you're going to do outreach. One of the things that you can do is look at, every month there's some sort of awareness month kind of thing. So maybe focus on some awareness each month, your outreach in accordance with different awareness month things. I mean, we talk about, breast cancer awareness in October, but there's so many things out there, so focus on, the energy of each month, and sit down and know I'm going to do outreach and focus on, getting people in, focusing on certain topics. And the other final one that I really wanted to mention and point out is, build your collaborations with other people out there in the field. not just other hypnotists, but maybe massage therapists or Reiki providers, chiropractors, talk therapists, people who you can cross-refer with as well. And I did write an article for Cal's e-zine back in October called Establishing Collaborative Relationships to Build Your Hypnosis Practice. And so I wanted to remind people about that. Sit down with your calendar, make phone calls, get dates with people, go out to lunch, talk about what you're doing, talk about what they're doing. Build your relationships, because that will help you. It will help you in many ways, not just building your business, but also, personally as well. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share to get started, get your business on track for the new year, 2014. Make 2014 the greatest year that it can be for you and your hypnosis practice. And that's what I wanted to share today. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And please leave your comments down below. If there's something that we missed that is a great tip, please remind us, leave some comments, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Hey, thank you so much, Brenda. I got a light that's flashing over here. I think it's about to die on me. So I want to thank you, Brenda, for coming up with the topic, coming up with the material for the topic. I commend you. So few hypnotists have ever so early in their career made such an impact in helping other people come into the profession and then also prosper within the profession. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. And all you folks out there, thanks for letting us be with you for 2013. We look forward to doing more cool stuff with you in 2014. Send in your questions, send in your topic ideas. Please leave a comment below. Please share us, Facebook us, all that kind of stuff. Let's get the word out there. And that way we can help you build the hypnosis profession for yourselves and the profession as a whole. All right, that's it. Hope to see you in class. Check the website for dates. We got one coming up in January. All right, that's it. Cal Banyan signing off. This recording is the property of Cal Banyan and the Banyan Hypnosis Center for Training and Services, Incorporated. All rights reserved, for private use only, may not be duplicated without permission. For contact information, go to www.hypnosiscenter.com.